Hello guys, it's Nick. Welcome back to my channel and another video. Today guys, I'm going to be going through my guilty pleasures in India, i.e. doing things the wrong way or less conventional way, let's say. Let's find out what you guys think and let's get into it. Okay, these first one guys are food related. So I feel like they will be controversial because Indians are serious about their food and I am not. I love that India cares so much about food and puts a lot of effort and thought into food, and so many other countries in Europe as well do in general, and it's a beautiful thing and I wish I'd grown up that way, but I have not. My first hot take is I absolutely love wet bhindi. For those of you that may not know what bhindi is, it is okra is what we call it in English, and I absolutely love this vegetable. I only discovered it when I came here. You can't get it in normal like average supermarket in Ireland, so it was definitely like a new thing. And guys, I remember cooking it for the first time. I had no idea really how to cook it, so like with most things, I like a bit of sauce or a bit of like a soup in it, or I like it to be, you know, wet, kind of wet, like not dry. So I made it like watery, you know, I made it wet. And guys, even though now I obviously know that that's not the correct way to do it, I still eat wet bhindi. I do not like it dry as much. It's fine, like I can eat it, but even if I make it here at home now, I will cook it dry so for my partner, and then I will add water to mine. The sliminess is like my favorite thing about it. That's what's so good about this vegetable, is the texture is so good and unusual, and it's like the kind of crunch with the slime. It's so good. I don't care what anyone says, I will not stop eating bhindi wet. Too good. Coffee is too good. Like I said, I think there's just so many differences about food from where I come from in India, so that's why there's a lot of these ones. But the next one is, I am not fussy at all about roti. Like I will literally eat it burnt, warm, cold, crispy. I don't care. I honestly barely even notice so much of a difference. Like that's how much of a thing of that I don't even notice, or like I'm not like, oh, this is bad or anything. So I guess that's the next kind of guilty pleasure, is I don't really care how my roti is, and I definitely am no pro in making roti. I am the one that is making it burnt and not the best. But this next one is one that I don't think ever change and cannot change, and it is showering. Indians like to shower in the morning. It's just a cultural norm that a lot of people shower in the morning. Again, not everyone showers in the morning here, of course guys, but it is like almost everyone I know showers in the morning here, and I shower at night. Or the evening I'll say. There's actually a few reasons for me why I shower at night. I think one of the main ones is my hair would take ages to dry if I washed it in the morning. Like I have to let it air dry because it's kind of curly wavy. It would be so frizzy if I don't even own a hair dryer, but if I did, it would be so frizzy, so I just can't do that. Also, I feel like, you know, when you're out and about for the day, like you're sweating, you're getting dirty outside, it feels cleaner for me if I shower at night, you know? But I know it's like the opposite for Indians, so that is definitely a guilty pleasure. I like to shower in the evening. I don't think that's ever going to change. The next one, guys, is drinking alcohol with food. That's what Indians do. They drink alcohol with food. That's not a thing. That's not a thing in Ireland. Obviously it is a thing. Of course people eat with food or dinner or snacks also, but generally it's like we also have pubs where they only serve alcohol, like that you don't buy like a dinner there or food, and it's completely normal. A lot of the times, I would say 90% of times in my case, if I was going out for drinks with friends, we don't have food. It's literally like, oh, do you want to go for a drink after work, or do you want to go for a drink at the weekend? And it's like you would eat maybe your dinner, I don't know, in the evening, but you might go out at like 8 or 9 p.m, but you won't eat food with your drink. Again, of course we do that also, but I just mean in the way that India does it. Like if you go anywhere in India to like a pub, well, they don't have pubs, but like a restaurant that serves alcohol, like everyone will be eating with the alcohol. No one is just sitting there ordering drinks, and that is such a difference between here and Ireland. So that is also a guilty pleasure. I really do not feel the need to eat when I drink. I don't know, it almost feels more heavy and like not as good. I don't know, so I don't do that, and I don't think I will ever do that. The next one is decorating my house. I've only noticed this time around since coming to India, by the way, guys, is Indians love dark furniture, particularly wood and brown and darker colors in general, but with like really bright colors as well, if that makes sense, in different parts. But the furniture, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is always dark and wood and brown. And guys, I will never be able to get behind it. Someone actually told me in one of my other videos that I was doing when I furnishing the house, and they even said that the reason people have dark furniture is because of the dust. It hides like the dust better. And that is amazing to know, because I really did not know that, and it makes logical perfect sense, I guess. But I would rather de-dust my house top to bottom every single day than buy dark furniture. It's just so different to the style in the West, where everyone wants white, bright, light. I feel like dark furniture makes a place feel smaller and more cluttered, and yeah, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. So this is a guilty pleasure I don't think I can change, unfortunately. I would be very shocked if there was an ever day in the future where I bought a dark item of furniture, but I like my house to look a certain way, and I don't think it's going to change just because I'm living in India. So that is that. But another one, guys, is I absolutely love cringy Hindi Bollywood songs. Cringy songs, let's just say cringy songs in general. For Indians they're cringy, I guess, but for me it's like the songs that Indians like and the ones that are most popular here in Bollywood and everything are the ones that I don't like. India loves like the big ballad songs, the big romantic songs. They're a bit slower and like have this big chorus, and it's so dramatic, and I don't really like those songs. Even in English I don't really listen to those types of songs. I love like rhythmic, like with big beats and like catchy drum patterns. Like those are the best songs for me. And yeah, I feel like that's very different to what Indians like generally. Again, generally speaking, guys, nothing's to be taken as literal, right? But yeah, I literally love so many cringy songs. I wrote them down so that I can like let you guys know some of the songs that I like that I feel like maybe people think are cringy. Again, I don't know, maybe these aren't cringy for a lot of you watching, but I mean for a younger people, like maybe in their early 20s, these songs would be cringy, I guess. So I had to write them out so I'd remember them all. But I listened to a lot of Govinda. Govinda, obviously a classic. Dard Disco, Mera Yaar Ki Shaadi Hai, Banke Thara Jogi, Ek Ladki Chahiye, Kaas Kaas, Rani Mein Te Raja, Thak Dinna. I literally love any song that has these kinds of things, like takadin, these kind of word patterns and like more classical elements. I just love, I'm obsessed with sarigama. Whenever they have sarigama in any song, I will love that song because I just love it. If you watch my other videos, you may know that like that's one of the reasons why I got into Indian culture is through Indian classical music, so I just love it. And also Bali, I also spoke about him in another video. He's an Indian rapper, and even like Badshah as well. I feel like they're a bit cringy, like they are a bit cringy, but I feel like people like them. I mean, Badshah, I don't think people like Bali so much. He's not as much known, but his songs are definitely cringy. Like if you like read the lyrics, it's definitely like cringe, but it's so catchy. I like, it's so catchy. So yeah, I don't know if you guys consider those kinds of songs cringy, but those are the kind of songs I like, is like ones with a beat and like really catchy songs, more so than like the big ballads like Kesaria, all these ones. I don't get them. I don't like them. Maybe it's also part of the language thing, like because I don't truly get like the core meaning and understanding, it's harder to like them as well. Maybe that's that, but it's honestly just because they're kind of slower and they're just like, there's nothing super interesting about them for me. So yeah, I like really like beat songs with beats and just like really like rhythmic songs. So please guys, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will love you forever. And I will see you in my next one.